Hello everyone, Neofizz here, and welcome back to Season 2 of Neofizz playing Minecraft. And this is episode 14. In our last episode, we got started with working on the Blaze farm here. We basically got the ice cream cone finished. And since I cut out, about all I did was extend the stairs back to be the same as the stairs that were over here. And I realized that I derped out pretty badly, and when I was talking about lowering this piston, I was actually talking about lowering that piston 2 blocks instead of 1 block. But then ended up putting 2 blocks of spacer blocks in instead. It ended up with it a third block down, so I had to fix that. So that's been fixed now. But in Etho's design, he never added a spacer in there at all, and those 2 pistons would have been up in these 2 blocks instead, and this whole thing would have been up 1 more block higher. Okay, so here we're going to continue at this point, and this is where we're going to be adding in the crusher and all the other peripherals that go with it. Alright, so this is where all the final pistons end up. And at this point, you have to decide which end is going to be the front end, right? So considering that over here we have the other spawner, and we might be running back and forth between them at first, I think I want to make this side the side that I'll be running to. So, because of that, I'm going to need to, this is where I'll put the pistons in for the gate. Oh, and I don't know if I can reach it now properly. Let's try again. There, now we got it. No, that's wrong too, jeez. What if we come up here? There, that's what we want. There. So we got those two, and then back here, we're gonna have one here, and one here. Yeah, right. One here. There. And in front of those, we're gonna have glass. And when those close up, that'll seal this off so no more can drop down. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll just try and fill this in. We want to fill the whole layer in with blocks now. Wherever the gate is not going to be operating. There. So there's the gate. Alright. So, so this will be the front side we're coming into. So now, back here is where we're going to be placing this 4-piston arrangement that acts as a backboard that's going to push them forward. Right. And right under that point is where their little platform's going to be that they stand on. Right there. And then the crusher pistons go in, the last two, and they go on a diagonal from that piston there. So we end up with it here and one here. And those have solid blocks on them for doing the crushing. There, so now we can fill more of this in. I think that'll be good enough for now. And now is where we kind of get involved with some of the redstone work, but yeah, I'm gonna have to clear out a little bit more space here first, so I think I need to have everything down one more level. Except for these. do need to go out further for these. Hey, we finally hit the end of the soul sand. It seemed like it was never going to end. Okay, so, well, yeah. All around here we want to come down one more block, and I think that's the correct amount. This might be the very bottom. Yeah, because this is the level I'll be standing at when I'm striking them. Yeah. And I almost forgot. We need a couple blocks of glass to go here and here. And we're usually going to have a stone on each side of that too. And when this is done, we'll probably have a stone here as well. Okay, so now to wire up the redstone here, and I don't even have any redstone. There we are. Oops. We'll have a brick there and there, and there that operates that first piston in the crusher. And that's what I'm wiring up first, is the crusher here. And that one there. That closes them up. And then we have a wire that goes between them. Get that to hook them up. And from here, I will need to run wire off of this as well. And I'm going to end up, I need to put a delay into it so it doesn't start crushing before the other pistons get their job done. And so I'm going to need 4 repeaters to do that. Oh, I need to go one more. Well, this is going to go right into the door. Yikes. Maybe I should be heading this way instead. Yeah, that might be the better option. That's heading for the entranceway when I actually should be heading it that way. So, let's fix that. Come from here instead. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll have more space going that way. For sure. So let's fill this back in for now. There, so now in here we're going to have the stone trail. I like putting stone trails in wherever I'm doing redstone. That way it's more protected, especially more protected than netherrack. Netherrack's blast resistance is so low that it can very easily get destroyed. Okay, and this would actually get a reversal at this point to open them up. There. So that part's actually done. And the next part is these other pistons that close the gate and push the backboard so that they come forward to the crushers is what we're going to look at. Close this up so that I'm not going to have any issues here. Actually, let me just finish this off here. And that way I won't have to worry about it anymore. And then I put these in here. That's according to Etho's original design as well. There. So, yeah, I know it seems like I sealed it off so I can't see it, but I know where it is. Okay, so from here, we need to run redstone to power these two front pistons here. So we're going to need to have a block there. Get rid of this one at least. And let's see, the block, it's going to come off of that one, come up, back down. Oh, yeah, and down to here. Yeah, that's it. That's how that goes. And I'll replicate that on the other side. Oop. Yeah, I gotta do that there. There. Okay. I'm gonna have to get some scaffolding going here to put the wiring in place for that. So I just climb up here. I can reach it from here now, I believe. What have I done wrong here? I know there's something wrong. So in the end, this will come like that all the way around. But there's something wrong with how I've got this here, because we're going to end up with redstone here and here, but I can't get the power to it. Something's off. Hold on while I figure it out. Okay, I think I see the problem here. Instead of that there, we need to take out another block here. And another one goes here, not here. Yeah, so that's what I did wrong. There. So now I can properly wire this up. Yeah. One little thing can really mess you up. Oops. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to use the scaffolding after all. Because I just can't get in tight enough. Look at that. Because I need a repeater right here. Because the current's going to come from behind and hit this block, which will power the piston behind the block, if you remember. Oops. No. Yeah, that's not the right one. It's this one here. Ooh. Yeah, the current's going to run over it and power it. That's it. Yeah. Sorry about that. So here we need this repeater to pull the power through there. And we already had the dot up there. And over on this side, similar deal. Well, identical deal. We get the repeater there, redstone, and can we reach that one? There. So we got that one too. So from here, like I said, this just goes around. All the way around. Nice ring. And gets covered with redstone. So we should be able to just attach a lever back here. Flip the lever, and that should operate all the pistons. So the whole gate closes up. Yahoo! That works. Yay. Then, back here, in order to wire these up, how does that work again? Yeah, at this point we have to lay in a couple of blocks here. So I trimmed this down a bit too low out here for this. Let's see, let's at least get a ring around it to walk on. There. And repeaters set to full delay go on here. And then we have to wire that up to here. Oh. And yeah, it's gonna go like that, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so on goes the redstone. We don't want you anymore. But I guess we should still test it, right? So everything occurs in the correct order. Yep, back wall operates. Okay, great. Just great. Okay, so all the pistons are set to operate now, and we could just run leads to them to a couple of levers, but we're gonna set this up to be automatic instead. So I'm gonna cut away while I clear away the space we're gonna need for this, and then we'll get motoring with that part. Okay, I've cleared away the space here. I also finished clearing away what will be the future stairs here as well, and lit it all up pretty good. So I think I'm ready to continue here now. And the controls you have to get put in place here as well now. And what we would typically have is we're going to have a lever over on this side, and then on this side we're going to have a couple of buttons. Yeah, so you can see it's a tight squeeze, and I already trimmed some of this back. I'm going to have to, take it back even more to make this feel more open when you come at it, right? And all of our redstone's going to come out this way here. So, I think, yeah, normally I'm shooting it out the other side, so it's going to take a little bit of doing. Hold on a sec while I just set up the basic block arrangement here. Okay, I think I got it all right. Something I forgot to do was put the lever here and put the buttons here. Okay, so I'm ready to wire this up. Yeah, I'm gonna need repeaters as well. Okay, so this is identical to the wiring scheme that Etho uses, except that it's a mirror image. In addition, I had to redirect the input and output on it, so there's no big deal there. This was the normal output here, and it went straight that way. I made a turn. And the input right here used to be right there instead. So, and it took off that way as well. Right. So, the signal will output here, go into my clock, run through the clock, then it comes out of the clock and inputs through here. So we're gonna try and wire this up properly the first time. Okay, so at least that part's already taken care of down there, so I don't have to worry about that. So we'll start by wiring up this RS NOR latch here with the torch, redstone, 2 more redstones. Alright, and then so this button here is what's going to close the gate up there and activate the crusher. And this button is basically an off switch that pulls all the pistons back again and resets the whole thing. So right now you can see it's because that line is lit and that's the off switch that it's in the off position at the moment. Okay, so we need to have a repeater here in order to get the power to go into that block. And so when you hit the button, it's going to flip this latch and turn it on instead of off. Okay, so from there, we're also, when this comes on, we want, and I believe we have a repeater there, the power to come up and, you know, close all these gates and stuff as well. In addition, we want it to go down and activate the crusher. So we have another line that comes down here to here, and that will, I believe that's how the crusher gets activated, is through there. So as soon as this lights, that turns off. Then on top of that, we head down here and we, oh no wait, we have the second RS NOR latch that gets wired up. And let's see, yeah, the torch goes in here first, then the other torch, then the redstone, then that. Okay, and what's going to happen when I hook these together? It does its thing. So that trips this. Let's go take a look-see. Yeah, so it flipped the whole thing on. And the off doesn't work now because we don't have a complete circuit. Alright, so this is where we have to wire in the clock now. Now everything else is there. And this is the first time I'm going to wire in one of these clocks this way. So let's just eat. And we'll get this and this out of the way because we need these ones now. So here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Can we put it right there? No, we have to put it back one, so I need to clear out another bit of space here. Okay, so the hoppers will end up, we'll have one here and the other one facing that one. Then we take this one back down and face it at this one. Yeah, and then from there we get comparators going each way. Oops, no, not there. One there, one there, and those lead to blocks there and there that each have torches on them, here and here. Alright, and then this one, well, this is backwards to what I had it before, isn't it? Let's go backwards this time. So we have a repeater here, then we have a block, and back here we have another block. Oh, I didn't need that extra depth after all. Jeez, because it wasn't that much. I thought that this other, that I'm making a little RS NOR latch in here, and I thought it was 4 deep, but it's only 3. So my mistake. And I have some redstone that comes around to this one. Oops, I run out of redstone. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and get the redstone. Okay, I'm back with the redstone. So we continue here up against this block, and from here, we have torches. We have a torch on this one, we have a torch on this one, and repeaters leading away from the torches into the blocks. Okay, and I believe that will set the clock up. All we have to do is put some items into a hopper here now. Let's put in some redstone and see how it operates. Okay, see, the clock isn't actually hooked up yet, but see what it's doing? Now, let's take away this redstone and this redstone here. And what if we, see, we get nothing off of that, right? But what about if we put repeaters on? See, that's lit and it pulses, right? Same thing here. This one's lit and it pulses, right? And it's that pulse that we're working off of here now. So the signal's going to come down and go into this one. So I think all we need to do is just hit it straight away. And then coming out of this one, I think we needed a torch to reverse the signal. And, well, the clock is stopped. What's the state of everything back here? Well, that should be open, but let's... No, the clock's definitely not correct. Let's see, okay, I think I can see what the error is of my ways. Is, like I said, you gotta be powering either this block or this block in order for this timer to stop doing its timing thing. It's just going to keep counting up and down, and flipping itself back and forth until you apply a power. So the most direct way I can think of is to just put a torch there with a repeater, and that makes the whole thing stop. Right? And this will eventually produce a pulse to flip the switch back. So from here, what I need to do is drop this piston down. I mistakenly dropped that one down instead. And I'll take that back. And run the redstone here, and that's what turns this off. So there, you could see is once the timer finished its timing, it does its thing. So let's see if this is going to work right now. So we can hit the reset. So it's now lit here, and that's in the reset position. And when we hit the button, it all closes up, all in the correct order. And then when the timer's done, it opens. And we can... I wonder if... Oh, yeah, you can get that to just keep doing multiple crushes if you want to do little crushes at a time. But I prefer to just go for the whole deal. And I believe it was 21. But what I want, though, is something less desirable in there as an item to be counted. Oh boy, look, we got a visitor. He did get me, that guy. Yeah, so some of this stuff ought to do the trick. I think it was 22 that I needed, maybe 23. Oh, how How'd I end up with another mushroom, eh? Okay. So instead of having this in there, we're gonna have this in there. And that should give us about the 10-second timer that we need to crush these guys. Count it. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, 4, 1000, 5, 1000, 6, 1000, 7, 1000, 8, 1000, 9, 1000, 10, 1000. Oh, a little bit more of a pause, but I guess I'm a little bit off. I know it was just a little over 10 seconds, but I always would just count to 10 if I was doing it manually. So there, that's all set and ready to go. So now we're ready to try it out. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put away the stuff we don't need now. We'll take the food back. I don't think I'm gonna need any bricks, but I'll take one stack of them. And we're gonna need some glass more than anything. And you can see what I've done here during one of my breaks is I changed this all to glass. Yay! So that when you're up here you can see all the way down to there, and when you're down there you can see all the way up to here instead of having that walkway in the way. So what I need to do now is break into here and break all that glass that's around the spawner and get it going. But what I think I'm gonna do, just to make life a little bit more pleasant for me, is I'm going to light it up all the way around here. That way it won't be quite so bad, at least around these edges where I'm going to be standing. And one thing I didn't do that I was supposed to when I was over here is grab one of these fire resist potions, because that's what I need to keep from dying while I do this. Because yeah, you bet they're going to be happening in here. Okay, so I won't be needing this, and I got 8 minutes to get in and get them all. So usually I'll go around, just make a walkway first. So if I need to run around, I can. Yeah, see, they're spawning already, eh? Even with the light, but that's just one. So it's not so bad, I guess. Okay, and I shouldn't worry because they can't hurt me. And this, I don't know, I guess if I did this with netherrack, it wouldn't be as slow to take down. But I figured with the glass I could use anything to break it then. Like even my fist, like what I'm doing here, or just shaking my bow at it. The only thing I have to be careful about is not to fall down in there. That's my biggest thing to worry about. And I guess not to run out of arrows. Not to run out of arrows, that would be a good thing as well. But with the fire resistance, they can't hurt me with their fireballs. So as long as I keep them at a distance, they can be in here with me while I'm doing this. Okay, now one thing I have to do is make sure I don't remove the one on top of the spawner. The reason why is I don't want them spawning on top of the spawner. Yeah, see that? Yeah. he gave me a whack, and that's the only thing I really have to worry about, is them coming in close like that. Okay, we're close to being done with this. Uh-oh, and they're gonna be close to having me too. And I'm out of arrows, so I better start using my sword soon here. Good, I'm almost done. Hey, I'm done. Okay, where's the exit? It's one of these corners. Figures I was right next to it and I didn't take it because I didn't see it. Okay, so there we go. It's a live spawner now. So let's go down there and see if it's operating. Yeah, and here they are. So we can do a first live test of them now. Oh, there's a couple XPs for me. Yay! Works like a charm. Okay. I will just, that's about it then, I guess. Wait a second, one more thing to try. Is I've got an instant damage potion that I'm gonna hit him with. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a time delay and let them build up, and then we're gonna try this after they build up for a couple minutes. So, hold on. Okay, they've built up a little bit here now. So let's hit F3 and see the entity counts in my view is 82 right now. So I'm willing to bet that most of that number is them. Probably 79, something like that. So let's hit the button. And that gets them to crush down. And now we can throw the potion at them. Whoa, alright. And we get a nice barrage of XP surrounding us very nicely. Yeehaw. Yay. Okay. Well, that worked like a charm, eh? Excellent. Thank you, Etho. What a wonderful design that is. So, there you have it. The Ethos ice cream cone design for Blaze Farm. And it works like a charm. And if I set up 2 of these and stand between them, I'll get it at double the rate. You can see how fast experience goes up with it. But the episode's running really over late, so I'm gonna run. So, hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for coming by. Everybody take care. And until next time, this is Neofizz, signing out.